I've been a good wife, the best wife your money could buy.
Strictly cash and carry.
We all know the tragic stories of actors lost in plane crashes or car accidents. But what about those whose lives were claimed by fire? Some died in their own homes, others on stage in front of an audience. Some were household names, while others remain lesser known. Some perished in infamous blazes alongside hundreds of others, and some quietly in the privacy of their own space.
Young Archie Hamilton's running.
Who's he?
Probably the fastest kid in West Australia, if not the country.
What's he run?
Under 10.
1. Linda Darnell. Linda Darnell was a celebrated Hollywood actress who tragically died on April 10, 1965, in a fire at the home of her former secretary. She was just 41 years old. At the time, Darnell had been staying there with friends while preparing for an upcoming stage role. That evening, her early film Stardust was airing on television. Some rumors circulated about the circumstances of the fire, but no confirmed details were ever established. Reports suggest that in the chaos of the blaze, Darnell bravely attempted to help others, including a child, though fortunately everyone survived. The fire ultimately claimed her life. Over her career, Darnell appeared in 30 films and several television productions. She was widely praised for her starring role in Forever Amber, and critics lauded her performances in Unfaithfully Yours and A Letter to Three Wives. 2. Jack Cassidy. Jack Cassidy was a celebrated television and film actor whose life tragically ended on December 12, 1976, in a fire at his West Hollywood apartment. He was 49 years old. The circumstances of the fire were tragic, and Cassidy lost his life in the blaze. While the details of the incident have been reported in various ways, the focus remains on remembering his life and career rather than the graphic events of that night. Throughout his career, Cassidy earned 2 Emmy Award nominations and appeared in numerous television series, films, and stage productions. He was married to actress Shirley Jones, known for The Partridge Family, which also starred his son David Cassidy. Cassidy was known for his eccentric personality and unique sense of humor. One famous story recounts his unconventional antics, which added to his legendary status in Hollywood. Earlier in his career, he appeared in a 1971 episode of Night Gallery called The Last Laurel, where he portrayed a man facing a tragic fate, a strange and ironic coincidence in hindsight. 3. Royce Applegate. Royce Applegate, a familiar face in both film and television, tragically passed away on January 1, 2003, at his home in the Hollywood Hills. He was 63 years old. The fire broke out under circumstances that were never fully determined, and Applegate's death was attributed to smoke inhalation. The incident was a reminder of how quickly such tragedies can occur, though thankfully the focus remains on honoring his life and work. Applegate enjoyed a long and varied career, appearing in films such as Splash, The Getaway, Oh Brother Where Art Thou, and The Rookie. Television audiences also recognized him from popular series including Dallas, Chips, Twin Peaks, and Jag. His many roles left a lasting impression on viewers and showcased his versatility as an actor. 4. Dennis Patrick. On Sunday, October 13, 2002, just days after the tragic passing of actress Terresa Graves, Hollywood lost another familiar face. Dennis Patrick, a veteran actor, died in a fire at his Los Angeles home. He was 84 years old. When firefighters entered the residence, they discovered Patrick's body alongside that of his beloved dog, Josh. Despite the efforts of more than 50 firefighters, it took half an hour to bring the flames under control. The cause of death was determined to be smoke inhalation. In keeping with his wishes, both Patrick's ashes and those of his dog were later scattered at sea. Patrick was best remembered by many viewers for his role as Vaughn Leland on the hit series Dallas, but his career reached far beyond that. He became a household name with his work on Dark Shadows, and over the course of 4 decades he logged more than 1,800 guest appearances on television programs. In addition to his remarkable output, Patrick also held a unique distinction in TV history. Back in 1951, on the program Stage 13, he portrayed what is recognized as television's very first vampire, a curious milestone that has kept his name alive among fans of early horror. 5. Terresa Graves. On October 10, 2002, tragedy struck in Los Angeles when Terresa Graves, a well-known television actress, lost her life in a house fire. She was discovered unconscious inside her home and rushed to the hospital, but doctors were unable to revive her. She was only 53 years old. Investigators later suggested that the blaze may have been caused by a faulty heater. The fire spread quickly, leaving Graves with no chance to escape in time. Audiences remembered her most for her starring role in the ABC crime drama Get Christie Love, where she portrayed a fearless police detective. That role secured her place in television history, as she became one of the very first African-American actresses to lead a primetime TV series. Before that, Graves had also been a cast member on the popular comedy show Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In, where her talent, humor, and charisma shone through. Though her life ended far too soon, her groundbreaking work left a lasting mark on television. 6. Butterfly Thelma McQueen. Butterfly Thelma McQueen, best known for her many film roles and especially for her portrayal of Prissy in Gone with the Wind, tragically passed away on December 22, 1995, at her apartment in Augusta, Georgia. She was 84 years old. The circumstances of the fire were unfortunate, and despite efforts to save her, McQueen lost her life. The focus remains on celebrating her remarkable career rather than the tragic details of the incident. Over decades, McQueen left a lasting impression on audiences with her talent and memorable performances. Her work in film continues to be remembered and appreciated by fans worldwide. 7. Charles Buck Jones. Charles Buck Jones was among the victims of one of the deadliest fire tragedies in U.S. history, the Coconut Grove Fire in Boston, Massachusetts, on November 28, 1942. Although he initially survived the blaze, he sadly passed away 2 days later on November 30th. That fateful night, Jones had been attending a party as the guest of honor when the fire erupted. The Coconut Grove Fire claimed 492 lives, leaving a lasting mark on the nation. Jones had led a remarkable life before that tragic end. He was a veteran of the Philippine-American War, also known as the Moro Rebellion, and later transitioned into the film industry. He began as a stuntman, but quickly moved on to a prolific acting career, appearing in over 160 films. By the 1920s, he had joined the ranks of Hollywood's top cowboy stars alongside Hoot Gibson, Tom Mix, and Ken Maynard. Beyond acting, Jones lent his expertise to the Daisy Outdoor Products Company, helping design the Daisy Buck Jones pump-action air rifle. This high-end model, featuring a built-in compass and a sundial in the stock, sold successfully for several years. Interestingly, it is this very rifle, not the Red Ryder model, that Ralphie chases after in the classic holiday film A Christmas Story. 8. Gloria Dickson. Gloria Dickson was a talented American stage and screen actress during the 1930s and 1940s. Tragically, her life was cut short on April 10, 1945, when a fire broke out at her Los Angeles home. She was only 27 years old. While the details of the incident are reported in various ways, the focus is on honoring Dickson's life and career rather than the circumstances of her death. Despite her brief life, Dickson made a lasting mark in Hollywood, appearing in over 20 films, including They Won't Forget and They Made Me a Criminal. Her talent and presence on screen continue to be remembered by audiences. 9. Reg Evans. On February 7, 2009, veteran actor Reg Evans and his partner Angela Brunton tragically lost their lives in the Victorian bushfires. These fires, later known as the Black Saturday bushfires, swept across the Australian state of Victoria under extreme conditions, marking the deadliest bushfire event in Australia's history. In total, 173 people died, and over 400 others were injured. Evans had reportedly told friends that he intended to stay behind to protect his property, a decision that ultimately placed him in harm's way. Reg Evans was a well-known figure in Australian film and television. He appeared in major movies such as Mad Max, The Island, and Gallipoli, and was especially recognized for his role as Keith Purvis in the TV series Blue Heelers. His career also included appearances in popular shows like Matlock Police, Homicide, and Are You Being Served, leaving a lasting mark on the Australian entertainment industry. 10. Claude Burroughs. Claude Burroughs was a young actor whose promising career was tragically cut short in the Brooklyn Theater fire on December 5, 1876. He was just 22 years old. The fire was one of the deadliest in U.S. history, claiming hundreds of lives. While the incident was devastating, the focus here is on Burroughs' life and contributions to the stage rather than the tragic details of the event. At the time of his death, Burroughs was playing Picard, the valet, in the play The Two Orphans. He had made his stage debut in 1865, performing in Hamlet alongside Edwin Booth, the elder brother of John Wilkes Booth. Though his life and career were brief, Claude Burroughs' story remains a part of theater history, remembered for his talent and early promise on the stage. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more Hollywood stories. Share your thoughts in the comments. Which story surprised you most?